Did you know that one wrong breakfast choice may send your blood sugar soaring for the rest of the day? Most of us start the morning thinking we're eating something healthy or light. But in reality, certain common breakfast foods may cause massive glucose spikes without us even realizing it. These sudden surges force your body to release extra insulin, and over time, that may make managing high blood sugar much harder. In this video, we will tell you 10 morning foods to avoid if you have high blood sugar, and more importantly, why each one may throw your blood sugar off balance. We'll break it down in simple terms so you know exactly what's happening inside your body after that first bite. And here's the best part. Stay tuned till the end to discover 5 smart, blood sugar-friendly foods you should keep in your morning diet instead. Always consult your healthcare provider before making major diet changes. Now, let's get started. 1. Sugary breakfast cereals. Here's the thing about sugary breakfast cereals. They might look innocent, maybe even healthy with all those bright boxes and whole grain labels. But the way they hit your body is anything but gentle. The moment you start eating, the added sugars, those sweet coatings and syrups, get broken down super fast. Within minutes, that sugar is rushing into your bloodstream, and your pancreas has to scramble to pump out insulin to deal with it. If you already have high blood sugar, that's like adding fuel to an already roaring fire. But it's not just the sugar. The grains in most cereals are so refined that all the good stuff, like fiber and natural structure, is stripped away. Without fiber to slow things down, your stomach empties quicker. Starches turn into glucose almost instantly. And boom, another spike. That quick rise is usually followed by a crash, leaving you hungrier than before and craving more carbs. PubMed says that kids who ate breakfast every day, especially high-fiber cereal breakfasts, had a lower risk of getting type 2 diabetes. Fiber-rich breakfasts were linked to better insulin sensitivity, a healthier weight, and better glucose regulation. This shows that healthy breakfasts may help your metabolism in the long term. 2. White bread toast. A slice of white toast might seem like a harmless breakfast side, but for your blood sugar, it's more like a trap. The flour it's made from is highly refined, meaning the grains have been stripped of fiber and nutrients. When you eat it, your digestive enzymes break it down into glucose at lightning speed. Within minutes, your blood sugar rises sharply, forcing your body to release a big wave of insulin. Apart from that, white bread offers almost zero staying power. Without fiber or complex structure, it passes through your stomach quickly, leaving you hungry again in no time. That hunger often pushes you to eat more carbs, stacking new glucose spikes on top of the first one. Over time, these repeated bursts may make your cells less responsive to insulin, creating a vicious cycle that makes controlling blood sugar harder. The United States Department of Agriculture says that each slice of most commercial white bread has 1 to 3 grams of added sugar. That may not seem like much, but it adds up quickly, especially when mixed with refined flour, which already makes your blood sugar rise. 3. Flavored yogurt. Flavored yogurt might look like a smart breakfast choice. After all, yogurt is supposed to be healthy, right? But if you flip the cup and check the label, you'll see why it may be a hidden danger for high blood sugar. Those fruit mixes, jams, and sweet swirls have too much sugar in them. Even if the sweetness comes from natural sources, it still breaks down into glucose quickly. Since yogurt is already smooth and easy to digest, those sugars move into your bloodstream fast, spiking your glucose levels before your day has even started. Additionally, there isn't enough protein in most flavored varieties. Protein helps slow digestion and keeps blood sugar more stable, but many flavored yogurts have far less protein than plain Greek yogurt. Without enough protein to slow the release of glucose, You get a quicker, steeper spike, followed by the dreaded mid-morning crash. The latest study, according to Science Direct, found that people who ate 80 to 125 grams of yogurt every day had a 14% lower risk of getting type 2 diabetes than people who didn't eat yogurt. This means that eating some plain, unsweetened yogurt may help keep your blood sugar in check and keep your metabolism healthy. 4. Fruit juices. That morning glass of orange juice might look fresh and pure, but for your blood sugar, it's like hitting the gas pedal with no brakes. Whole fruit comes with fiber that slows digestion and helps keep glucose levels steady. Juice strips that strip fiber away, leaving you with liquid sugar that rushes into your bloodstream within minutes. This quick hit forces your pancreas to pump out a big dose of insulin to control the spike. And if you already have high blood sugar, that's a stressful way to start your day. Furthermore, drinking juice makes it incredibly easy to overconsume natural sugars without realizing it. A single glass of orange juice may contain the sugar of 3 or 4 whole oranges, far more than you'd ever eat in one sitting. Without the chewing and fullness signals whole fruit provides, you may take in a large sugar load in seconds. The Journal of Nutritional Science reports that fruit juices have moderately high glycemic index ratings, causing a rapid and high blood glucose rise. These juices cause faster post-meal blood sugar spikes than foods with a lower glycemic index, making them risky for type 2 diabetics. 5. Pancakes with syrup. Pancakes might feel like the ultimate comfort breakfast, but for high blood sugar, they're a morning minefield. The first problem starts with the batter itself. Most pancake mixes use white flour, which is a refined carbohydrate stripped of fiber and nutrients. Once you eat it, your body breaks that starch into glucose incredibly fast. That means your blood sugar begins climbing just minutes after the first bite, forcing your pancreas to release a big rush of insulin to try to control it. The second issue is what goes on top: syrup. Whether it's maple syrup, pancake syrup, or a flavored variety, it's basically pure sugar in liquid form. That sugar absorbs almost instantly, stacking a second spike right on top of the first one from the pancakes. This combination keeps your blood sugar elevated for hours, which may lead to fatigue, brain fog, and more cravings before lunchtime. A study in the journal Metabolism looked at high glycemic load test meals, such as buckwheat pancakes with butter and pancake syrup. The study found that blood sugar and hormone levels rose significantly after eating these foods, showing that traditional pancakes with syrup may quickly raise blood sugar levels. 6. Granola bars. Granola bars get marketed as the perfect healthy on-the-go breakfast, but if you have high blood sugar, most of them are more trouble than they're worth. Even bars that seem wholesome often contain sweeteners like honey, brown rice syrup, cane sugar, or even chocolate chips. These sugars dissolve quickly during digestion and send glucose into your bloodstream fast, creating a sharp spike that your body has to work hard to bring back down. For someone already managing high blood sugar, that's a tough start to the day. Moreover, many granola bars are made with puffed rice, refined oats, or other highly processed grains. These are engineered to break down quickly in your stomach, which means they release glucose even faster. Combine that with the added sugars, and you've got a 1-2 punch that drives your blood sugar higher and keeps it there longer. Plus, because these bars are usually small and low in protein, they don't keep you full for long, so you may find yourself reaching for another snack not long after. An increased risk of diabetes and other chronic diseases may be associated with a diet high in added sugar, according to the Nutrients Journal. 7. Processed breakfast meats. Bacon, sausage, and other processed breakfast meats might seem safe for high blood sugar because they're low in carbs. But the trouble comes from a different direction. They have a lot of saturated fat. Saturated fats may interfere with how insulin works at the cell level, making it harder for glucose to move out of your bloodstream and into your muscles for energy. That means even without a big carb load, your blood sugar may stay elevated for longer after a meal. There is also the matter of the additives, which include nitrates, nitrites, and preservatives. These compounds have been linked to inflammation in the body. Inflammation may weaken insulin signaling pathways, reducing your cell's ability to respond to the insulin your body produces. This makes it even more challenging to manage blood sugar effectively, especially in the morning when your system is already sensitive to spikes. According to PubMed, a 17-year follow-up study of 8,400 people found that participants who ate red meat, poultry and fish at least weekly were 29% more likely to develop type 2 diabetes than those who did not. 8. Coffee with flavored creamers. Your morning coffee on its own isn't the problem. It's what you add to it that may turn it into a blood sugar trap. The first culprit is flavored creamers. Many are loaded with added sugars, and because those sugars are dissolved in liquid, they absorb into your bloodstream extremely fast. If you drink your coffee on an empty stomach, there's nothing to slow down that absorption, meaning your blood sugar may spike sharply within minutes of your first sip. Another issue comes from the fats in many creamers, particularly hydrogenated oils or partially hydrogenated fats, also known as trans fats. These fats may promote low-grade inflammation in your cells, which interferes with how insulin does its job. When insulin signaling is impaired, glucose stays in your bloodstream longer, making it harder to keep your numbers in a healthy range. A nutrient study of 7,453 Korean adults found that women drinking 2 or more cups of black coffee daily had lower insulin resistance and fasting insulin levels, while coffee with sugar and cream showed no such benefits. 9. Muffins. A muffin might seem like an easy grab-and-go breakfast, but for your blood sugar, it's basically cake disguised in a paper wrapper. The first problem is the flour. Most muffins are made from refined white flour that's stripped of fiber and nutrients. Once you eat it, your body quickly breaks it down into glucose, causing a sharp rise in blood sugar. The second issue is the sugar content. Store-bought or cafe muffins often contain as much sugar as a slice of frosted cake. This sugar absorbs rapidly, stacking on top of the glucose already coming from the refined flour. The double hit leads to a higher and more prolonged spike, which may leave you feeling tired and foggy and craving more carbs well before lunch. In a controlled study from the ResearchGate database, muffins made with refined wheat flour had a high GI of 74, significantly higher than oat, 53, and barley muffins, 55. The lower GI in oat and barley versions was linked to higher amylose and fiber, which slowed glucose release. Replacing wheat flour with these grains may reduce muffins' glycemic impact. 10. Instant oatmeal packets. Instant oatmeal packets might look like a warm, wholesome breakfast, but when it comes to blood sugar, the way they're processed changes the game completely. The first problem is the oats themselves. In instant varieties, the oats are cut into tiny pieces and pre-cooked so they may be prepared quickly. That processing removes much of their natural structure, meaning your body digests them far faster than steel-cut or old-fashioned rolled oats. The smaller the particle size, the quicker the starch turns into glucose, and the faster your blood sugar spikes after eating. The second issue is what's mixed into those packets. Most flavored versions are loaded with added sugars, syrups, or even powdered sweeteners that dissolve instantly in hot water. This means you're getting quick digesting carbs from the oats and a sugar boost on top of that. a combination that pushes glucose levels up higher and keeps them elevated longer. According to PubMed, instant oatmeal had a glycemic index of 71 to 75, much higher than steel-cut or large flake oats at 53 to 55, showing it causes faster and bigger blood sugar spikes. Now that we have discussed the 10 morning foods to avoid, let's direct our attention to the 5 morning foods that support stable blood sugar. When you're managing high blood sugar, the right breakfast may set the tone for your entire day. The goal isn't just to avoid the bad stuff, it's to load your plate with foods that actually help your body maintain steady glucose levels. 1. Cottage cheese. Cottage cheese is a protein powerhouse that may help keep your blood sugar stable for hours. Its high protein content slows the absorption of carbohydrates from other foods in your meal, preventing quick spikes. This means if you pair it with fruit or whole grain toast, the glucose from those carbs enters your bloodstream more gradually. It's also rich in calcium and certain bioactive peptides that may support better insulin sensitivity. The texture makes it versatile. You may eat it savory with herbs or sweet with berries and cinnamon. Because it's low in carbs and high in satiety-boosting protein, cottage cheese may help reduce the urge to snack mid-morning, making it a solid choice for a blood sugar-friendly breakfast. 2. Almonds. Almonds are rich in healthy fats, fiber, and plant-based protein, 3 nutrients that work together to slow the digestion of carbs and prevent glucose spikes. Even a small handful in the morning may help moderate your body's blood sugar response to breakfast. They're also loaded with magnesium, a mineral linked to improved insulin function. Almonds have a low glycemic index, meaning they don't cause a sharp rise in blood sugar on their own. You may eat them raw, sprinkle them over oatmeal, or blend them into smoothies for extra creaminess. Adding almonds to your breakfast not only supports stable glucose levels, but also keeps you feeling satisfied longer, helping you avoid the roller coaster effect that comes from carb-heavy meals. 3. Eggs. Eggs are naturally low in carbohydrates and packed with high-quality protein, making them ideal for stable blood sugar. The protein and healthy fats in eggs slow down digestion, preventing sharp glucose spikes after eating. They're also a rich source of nutrients like choline, which supports brain function, and lutein, which protects eye health, important for people with long-term high blood sugar who are at higher risk for vision issues. Eggs may be prepared in endless ways, making them a versatile choice that keeps mornings interesting. Whether boiled, scrambled, or made into a veggie omelette, eggs keep you satisfied for hours and help prevent the temptation to snack on refined carbs before lunch. 4. Chia seeds. Chia seeds may be tiny, but they're a powerhouse for blood sugar control. Once hydrated, they form a gel-like coating that slows the breakdown of carbohydrates in your stomach. This results in a gradual release of glucose into the bloodstream, rather than a quick spike. They're also high in soluble fiber and omega-3 fatty acids, which may help reduce inflammation and improve insulin sensitivity. Chia seeds work well in puddings, smoothies, or even sprinkled over oatmeal or yogurt. Because they expand when mixed with liquid, they promote satiety, helping you stay full and avoid blood sugar fluctuations caused by frequent snacking. Just 2 tablespoons in the morning may make a big difference in how steady your energy feels throughout the day. 5. Avocado. Avocado is rich in heart-healthy monounsaturated fats and almost free of digestible carbs, making it a great choice for keeping blood sugar steady. The fats slow digestion, allowing any carbs in your meal to be absorbed more gradually. It's also packed with potassium, which helps support healthy blood pressure, a common concern for those managing both diabetes and cardiovascular risks. The creamy texture makes avocado an easy addition to whole grain toast, smoothies, or breakfast salads. By providing long-lasting energy and promoting fullness, avocado helps prevent the blood sugar swings that may happen when meals are heavy in refined carbs. Starting your day with this nutrient-dense fruit is a win for both glucose control and overall health. Choosing the right breakfast is crucial if we want to keep our blood sugar stable throughout the day. When you load up on foods high in refined carbs, added sugars, or unhealthy fats, you're giving your body a tough challenge right from the start. These choices may directly or indirectly disrupt insulin function and cause harmful glucose spikes that leave you feeling drained and unbalanced. But when we make the switch to whole, fiber-rich, and minimally processed foods in the morning, we give our pancreas the support it needs, keep our energy steady, and help maintain overall metabolic health. In this amazing video, we learned about all the morning foods that you should avoid if you have high blood sugar. But did you know that there are many ways to protect your health? Want to find out more? Watch. America's most healthiest people drink these 10 beverages daily to live longer. Or watch Use Rice Water on your hair. For 30 days, see what happens. Watch one, or even better, watch both. What other foods are not good for high blood sugar? Let us know in the comments below.